Some people love the broken version of you because they were easier to control. I want you to hear me when I say that. They were not cheering for your healing. They were cheering for your silence. They liked you exhausted. They liked you doubting yourself. They liked you too tired to see the truth. Because your strength exposes their weakness. Your boundaries disrupt their comfort. And your growth, it threatens every single person who benefited from your brokenness. Stay broken for nobody. Do you hear me? Not a friend, not a partner, not even family members. Break their illusion, not yourself.
Have you noticed that some people seem to love you more when you were struggling, when you were confused, when you were insecure, when you were a doormat, when you were a people pleaser, when you needed them, when you were codependent? But the moment you started healing, glowing, setting boundaries, setting standards, suddenly the love felt different, colder, threatened, distant. Let's talk about it, because sometimes the version of you they loved was the version that was palatable to them, the version they could control. Now I need you to hear this without flinching. Some people didn't love you, they never did. They loved access to you when you were broken, when you over-explained yourself, when you overgave, when you needed them, when you accepted crumbs, when you stayed quiet to keep the peace, when you needed validation, when you were bending over backwards and contorting yourself into a million pieces for them. That version of you was easy to manage. You're emotionally available, but not emotionally powerful. And that made them comfortable. When you start healing, everything shifts. You stop begging for clarity. You stop overperforming for affection. In fact, you no longer perform because there's no need for you to perform anymore. You start saying no. You stop chasing. You stop seeking for validation and approval. And here's what nobody tells you. Healing is so threatening to people who benefited from your dysfunction. When you were insecure, they were the confident one. When you were confused, they were the guide. When you were anxious, they were the calm one. But now, you're stable, you're discerning, you don't need saving, you're comfortable and secure in yourself. And some people don't know how to love a woman they can't rescue. Let me explain the Trojan Horse dynamic. They enter your life disguised as support. I just want to help you. I just want to protect you. I just want to guide you. I just want to motivate you. I just want to teach you. I just want to be there for you. And you don't notice it at first because it feels like love. But real love doesn't shrink when you grow. Real love celebrates your level up. Real love celebrates your upgrades, your wins. Real love doesn't stifle you. If your healing made them uncomfortable, that was never love. It was positioning. It was strategy. Let's talk about women for a second. Society rewards women for being self-sacrificing, emotionally available, low maintenance, ride or die, understanding, tolerance. But the moment a woman becomes financially independent, emotionally regulated, boundary sets, selective, exclusive, self-aware, confident, suddenly she's too much. She's changed. She's had to love. No, she evolved. Now this part hurts because sometimes the person who loved you broken is someone you genuinely loved but never loved you. And you don't want to believe their affection was conditional. But growth reveals truth. It exposes them. If someone only feels secure when you're struggling, They were never building you, they were building dependency. So if you're in a season where people feel distant, ask yourself, did they love me, or did they love who I was when I had less power? And if your glow up costs you certain relationships, let them go. Because people meant for your healed self will not miss the broken version of you. They will celebrate the evolution. If this resonated, comment, I choose healed. And if you're in your healing era, subscribe, because we're not going back to being manageable. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.